Boy, my hello, my friends. I am running a little bit late, so I literally just walked into my office, and so I am going to carry you with me as I get set up. Hello, hello. Welcome to our weekly our weekly pipe ceremony. As I'm getting ready, I am. You look. La la la. I got Sasha the snake, who keeps the smoke in my room so that one of my. That's Sasha. Hi, Sasha. She keeps the smoke in my room, keeps it out of the rest of the building because one of my building mates has asthma, so we try to keep the smoke to a minimum. Oofda. All right. So, thank you for joining me. Thank you for your patience as I get set up here. I'm in my office. If you've never been to my office before, it's like, I call it my little sliver of Sherwood. That's where I am. And so, all right. I think I got everything I need right here. So I hope you had a wonderful solstice. And I love this time of year. This literally is my favorite time of year. And I was just talking to my mom today, and I was talking to her, and I just realized how important Christmas is to me. And I mean, I kind of go back and forth because I'm not Christian anymore, but I was raised Catholic, and Christmas was always a big deal. Always. And I actually realized today that part of who I have become, who I am, what's important to me, is largely influenced by my love of Christmas, which was instilled in me by my mom, who makes our Christmas, like back home, our Christmas was always, my mom she goes really all out. There's Christmas lights everywhere. There's 2 or 3 little Christmas villages. The tree, it's a family tradition that, where did I put? Oh. We would go every year. We would go the day before Thanksgiving was our day to go see Santa Claus. And this was in the Twin Cities area at the Dayton's in St. Paul. They would, every year, they had like the whole top floor that they would have animatronics, and they would, let's see here, how am I going to do this? Let's see if I can lean my phone up here while I'm talking, so I can have both my hands free. That's not going to hold it. That'll work for now. All right, so they would they would theme the whole top floor of Dayton's in downtown St. Paul. One year was Willy Wonka. Another year it was Mary Poppins. I think there was a Winnie the Pooh. Different stuff like that. Every year was a different theme, and they would make all new animatronics, and they would have moving, like, people dancing and different things, and you would walk through this hole. They would have it so you would walk through the story of, one year was Peter Pan. A lot of Disney themes, huh? But you would walk basically through the story, and then at the other end was where you lined up to go see Santa Claus. And so that was our tradition every year. Day before Thanksgiving, we see Santa Claus. Then we would have Thanksgiving. And then the day after Thanksgiving is the day we would get the tree. And we would go out to, I'm not even sure where the places were, to tell you the truth, but kind of out in the Minnesota countryside, I'm thinking Stillwater for some reason. Anyway, there were a number of tree farms out Northfield and that area, and we would go out and cut our own trees and bring them home, and then decorate the tree, if not that day, the next day. So we had the tree like right away, and years and years and years of ornaments to put on the tree. And we always got a live tree because my dad was dead set against a mechanical tree, as he called it. But we did eventually get a mechanical tree, but that stayed down in the basement, so we'd have like 2 trees every year, the real one and the one downstairs. So then it was just like boom, like Christmas just exploded at our place, and it was just so magical. And I think I don't know how old I was when I found out. I was just always the kid who believed in magic. And so Christmas was kind of the manifestation of all of that magic, like the bibbidi bobbidi boo magic. And it was kind of like, for me, it's the time of the year that the rest of the world catches up to who I am. That was my drumstick falling off the wall. I'm hoping my drumstick came apart last week. I'm hoping it stays together this week because I didn't really have much time to fix that. So Christmas has always been special to me, magical, because it's like I said, it's almost the one time of the year when the rest of the world catches up to who I am all the time. The world starts to believe in miracles and goodwill and seeing the best in everybody, giving, and all the lights and the magic, and that's who that's basically the way I live my life. And I get that magic every single day of the year. And so it's nice to have a time when it's just easier. There's not as much resistance. Maybe that's it. It's kind of like when you find your tribe and you no longer have to put that effort into making sure, like holding boundaries and making sure that you're standing up for yourself. It takes more energy to do that and to be who you are when you're in a world that doesn't understand you. And so maybe that's part of it too, that at Christmas time, I can kind of let down some of my guard, which is something I try to do anyway. But it's easier at this time of the year because it's more acceptable. It's more acceptable at this time of the year for me to be who I am all the time. And so there's less resistance, and it's just awesome. I love Christmas. I love the magic of it. And I remember, I don't remember, it was like 5th or 6th grade that I was in when I found out the truth about Santa Claus. But just a few years ago, I realized how traumatic that was for me to find out the truth of Santa. Okay, I'm getting our fireplace lit. There we go. I've got our, oh, can you see it? We got our fireplace lit. So we got our fire going in the fireplace. But a few years ago, I went to get a reading from a friend, and I was just like, there was something just tearing at me inside, and I didn't know what it was. And my friend was like, it's some kind of crisis of faith, and it's like a deep crisis of faith and belief. And I was like, I have no idea what that could be. And I went to work at my day job at the time at a warehouse, and I'm sitting here pulling orders, and all of a sudden the whole scene flashed in my mind of coming upstairs around Christmas time. I was supposed to be in bed, but I couldn't sleep, and I came upstairs in my pajamas. I was asking my mom and dad, it's like, so someone in school was saying that Santa Claus isn't real? And so they sat me down and told me all this stuff. And that I didn't realize was such a big, it was like a big, almost like a betrayal. And because up to that point, I believed I knew that, like, in pure magic, like bibbidi bobbidi boo magic. And all of a sudden that was taken away from me. And it was like, it was earth-shattering. It was, all of a sudden my reality was different. And it was like, I didn't know what I could believe. I didn't know what I could trust. And I still wanted to believe in magic. I still wanted to believe in Santa, but obviously it was all made up. It was all make-believe and blah, blah, blah. So after I had this experience with my friend in the reading, and then I had that flash in my head, that experience, I literally had to run for the bathroom because the tears just started to flow. And so that itself told me how devastating of an experience that was for me, to be a grown man at my day job and having to run to the bathroom so that I could cry, like grieve, like seriously grieve. And so as I'm sitting there on the floor of the bathroom, crying my eyes out, all of a sudden, boom, Santa Claus was there. And it was like, I was like, you are real. And he like winked at me. He's like, I am, but are you? So um, it was like, okay, I know the secret. Santa does really exist. So, and he's shown up a number of times. Well, in fact, my main go-to power animal, spirit guide, is a reindeer, and his name is Nathaniel. And when I first met him, the first thing he said to me, the very first thing he said to me was, "You don't need wings to fly." And he got me on his back and he took off flying because he was one of Santa's reindeer. So that is my main power animal. And so I have a lot of ties to Santa, and it's just the magic. And I've been trying to do a lot of research about Santa and how he came. He was actually originally a shaman. Some people think he was Odin, the Norse god. And there's stuff about those, I can't remember what the name of those mushrooms are that have the red cap on them and the white spots, but those are like the main food of the reindeer, and they are psycho whatever, they're hallucinogenic. And so there's all these ties to like the Sami culture of Norway and that area, and the Siberian reindeer, and how it's the reindeer that carry the sleigh of Santa, who is red and white, just like the mushrooms. And when they're drying the mushrooms, they put them out on the branches of trees. And the shamans, I'm trying to remember now, I believe the mushrooms themselves are too poisonous for humans to ingest, but the reindeer eat them, and after it goes through the system of the reindeer, then the shamans will drink it, and then that's like they fly to the other realms, the spirit realms, and different things. There's all these really interesting things, but anyway, I love Santa Claus. I still go to see him every year. Me and my fiance went and saw him this year. We couldn't get close to him because of social distancing, and he's a couple thousand years old at least, and so he's probably, he's over 60, and with the pandemic and everything, we don't want to endanger him. So, but we went and saw him and got our pictures, and like I said, he has shown up a number of times in my shamanic journeys, and just recently in a class I was teaching, I might have mentioned this a couple weeks ago, but we journeyed to connect to the spirit of the season, the spirit of this season. And so whatever that looked like to people, and some people met, I don't remember exactly what everybody, there were different things that was like angels and different things, but Santa was the one that showed up for me. And so I asked him, like, what is the message, and what is the energy? What are we supposed to learn at this time of the year? What are we supposed to, what is the energy of this time? And his answer was to simplify and to come back full cycle to innocence and simplicity and belief in magic, because magic does exist. Miracles happen every day. I can attest to that. And so Santa is really about reconnecting with our inner child, that simple, pure innocence that we are, that who we were when we first came here, and that wide-eyed wonder, looking at everything as if it's for the first time, looking at everything with the eyes of wonder and adventure. So gaining that innocence, that is the most important thing. And just not long after that, I saw a post from Sandra Ingerman, who's been my teacher for a number of years now. And she was talking, she mentioned something similar about how she was getting more and more that we're getting, like in shamanism specifically, a lot of shamanism is getting much more complex and technique oriented, and that we need to simplify again. And it so echoed that message from Santa to me about the simplicity. The more simple something is, the more magical it is, because you don't have all those expectations and you don't have the preconceived ideas of what things should look like. And like I always I talk to people in my classes when they're doing journey work to go in with an expectant curiosity. And I always mention that Christmas Eve feeling, like that's the feeling to approach life. It's expectant curiosity, that curiosity of the child on Christmas Eve when you know Santa was here. And so you know there is something, you have that expectancy, there's something under the tree, but you don't know what. So you have that unquenchable curiosity of what's out there, and you can't sleep. You wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning and want to know if you can go look and see what's under the tree. That's the kind of simplicity and innocence that is really important for us to bring back into this world that has gotten so top-heavy with thoughts and techniques and expectations, and it's really important to release all of that, to slough that all off and return to that innocence within us, and at this time of the year, like I was saying, the energy is just conducive to help us do that. It's everywhere if you have the eyes to see it. If you don't get caught up into all the rush and expectations and I gotta do this for this person, and if you just take it day by day and experience the magic, it's like Dr. Wayne Dyer said, you'll see it when you believe it. It's not believing it when you see it, because if you don't believe it, you're not going to see it. When you believe it, you're going to see it. That's your focus. You set your intention. I believe it. All of a sudden, you're going to start seeing it everywhere. So believe in magic and start seeing magic everywhere around you. You will be amazed at how magical and miraculous this world is. So, anyway, that's my little rambling. I had this really cool. I'm glad. I hope you guys don't mind listening to me, because I start talking and I'm just kind of moving things through, and I'm hoping that it has meaning for you, that it touches you. I'm not just rambling just to fill time and space. And so thank you for your persistence and staying with me. But my favorite experience with Santa in doing journey work, shamanic journey work, one of my favorite things to do in my shamanic work is what they call psychopomp. And that is where you go into you help spirits who have passed on but don't realize that that they have died. So you help them to move into the light. Because a lot of times if people die like something like really fast or tragic or something, people don't always realize that they've died. Or if people have really strong attachments to this life, like, you know, kind of along the lines of greed or, you know, possession, trying to possess something or someone, that I would want to call it, that can help to keep them between the worlds. They might still be here in the middle world where we are, because they're so focused on this world that they don't know to move on. And so psychopomp is where we, like, I have a number of guides in the spirit realm, and so when I can get the attention of one of these spirits who have passed on, because they're focused on this world, so I can get their attention. And once I have their attention, my spirit guides can kind of come in from behind, tap them on the shoulder and say, hey, we've been trying to show you this. Look, turn around, look at the light. It's right there. And it's usually one of their parents or grandparents or loved ones or pets or someone that comes to take them home. And so that is one of my very favorite parts of shamanism. And there was the one time, I can't remember the name of the school, I think it was in Colorado, there was a school shooting, and it was little kids, and I don't remember what school or even how many years ago that was, but when that happened, I started journeying to do psychopomp, to check on the kids, to see if they were all right, if they needed help passing on, make sure that they were safe, that they were taken care of, that they knew where they were going, because it was such a horrific and tragic happening. And so I journeyed to that place, and I saw all the kids assembled in the parking lot of the school, and all of a sudden they all looked up at the same time. And I looked up in the sky, and I saw something flying. And as it got closer and closer, it came down. And it turned out, I'm getting goosebumps. I'll probably start crying. Every time I think of it, it brings up tears. But here comes Santa Claus on his sleigh with his reindeer, pulling into the parking lot. And he gets out and picks up all the kids and loads them in his sleigh, and then he takes off again and takes them up to the other realm. And I was just like, oh my God. It was like just the most amazing. I think that is one of my most favorite journeys that I've ever had, that I've ever had the honor of experiencing. Is just, oh my God, I don't even know how to put it into words, and the tears are starting. But this work is so amazing. The world is so much deeper and amazing than we are ever told. It really, really is. There is so much depth and richness to this life that we have no idea about. So, believe in Santa Claus, believe in magic, believe that miracles are an everyday part of life, and you will begin to see them. You will begin to see the evidence of all of that. So, yeah. So I hope and I wish for you the biggest magical blessings this Christmas, solstice, Yule, whatever festival of lights that you celebrate at this time of the year. It's my favorite time of the year. It's so self-evident, I don't know what else to say about that, but I'm in my element during this time of the year. So, I hope you enjoy it too. I know there's a lot of people who have issues with Christmas, and they don't like it, because of their experience, and it's usually because of the influence of other people who don't embody the spirit of Christmas, or that, like, dysfunctional families, that, like, some people just have never experienced that light and that innocence and that purity of their own spirit, their own soul. And so, in a way, that's kind of what my mission in life is, as I continue to try to find that in myself, as I try to nurture that in myself. I need to plug my phone in. Hold on one second. La la la. There we go. Da, 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 da. All right. There we go. Okay. Awesome. A little cockeyed, but that's okay. Let's try. There we go. So yeah. So the more, and in shamanism, that's the whole idea, is the continuous death and rebirth, the snake continuously shedding the skin, letting go of the old reality, the old beliefs, the old world, the old identities of who you thought you were, so you can expand into a bigger reality, a bigger identity. And it's basically, it really is about returning to that original light that you are, that connection to Creator, because that is who you are, that is who we are in our essence. We are a part of that source energy. And anything, any thoughts, any beliefs, anything that makes you feel less than that is intrinsically untrue. So believe in the magic, believe in yourself. You are proof of magic. You are a miracle. You are a walking, breathing miracle. And there's no other, that is really it. We are miraculous. You know, if it were truly a mechanical universe, a Newtonian physics universe, chances of us actually existing is probably close to zero. But the fact that we do exist, and it's not even for me a matter of belief. It's a matter of experience, of knowing what makes up this world, what makes up the universe, the love and the light behind it. I have seen it, I have experienced it, and that's what I mean. Like, when you believe, you'll see it when you believe it. And there is so much magic to who you are. Believe in yourself. If nothing else, if no one else, believe in yourself, because the fact that you are here, the fact that you are listening to this, watching this, is proof that you are a miracle. All the different things that had to happen, all the different things from the very beginning of the world, the beginning of the earth, the beginning of the Big Bang, all the things that had to fall in place for who you are right now to exist, is nothing short of miraculous. You are the product of miracle upon miracle upon miracle, and love upon love upon love. So don't sell yourself short. All right, I think that's all I have to say for now. Finally, huh? Let's get on with the magic. Let's get on with the ceremony. So, thank you again for joining me. Those who are here For the first time, welcome. I hope you enjoy this. I am Patrick, and I will be your shaman for the evening. And I will explain here in a minute what exactly we're doing. And for those of you who watch every week, I am so grateful for your presence. I am so grateful for the love and the support that you give me. It really, really makes a difference. And this is one of my highlights of my week that I look forward to every single week. So thank you for that gift. Thank you for giving me an excuse to create this space. So if you haven't heard the story before, the reason I'm doing this, I started at around the time that the pandemic started. And I began doing pipe ceremony for myself, not just for myself, but by myself, in order to help hold space, to hold the frequency of light and love for the collective, to do my part to help support that. And I was asking people to send me their prayers and their intentions, and I was going to include them in the ceremony for them. But it kept nagging at me to, like, I need to do this. I want to share this. This is probably the most sacred space I know of. I'm going to turn down our fire a little bit. It's roaring a little too loud. So I wanted to share this most sacred ceremony, and have people experience it for themselves, and actually take, the time to take an hour or so out of their week to be able to breathe and let go of the world and just be in silence or meditation or whatever with other like-minded people, holding space, connecting and aligning with spirit. And so I began to do this online on Facebook Live, and I actually kind of struggled with it for a little bit, wondering, I know it's not the traditional way to do this, and there are those who don't like the idea of doing this online, but White Buffalo Calf Woman, the woman who brought the pipe to the Lakota people, is one of my main guides. And so I went to her a number of times saying, are you sure this is okay? Are you sure I'm not ruffling any feathers? I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not dishonoring the elders and the ancestors. She's like, well, whose idea do you think it was? So, so I started doing it online to help to give people a breathing space. With all the other crazy stuff going on this year, on top of the pandemic, it's like we all need a little breathing space. And so I wanted to provide that for people. If they needed it, if they could make that time, I was going to provide the space for others to come in and connect on a spiritual level. So that is why I do this. And I actually had hoped that by this time the pandemic would have been under control, and I could actually be doing this in person, and I will, like, once we've hit the right point of recovering from the pandemic, I have every full intention of doing this in person, but probably still on Facebook as well for those who aren't local. But I feel a real calling to do this in more public spaces, to bring to the people, bring to the communities a better sense of sacredness, a better sense of holy, sacred space, of magic, right? So that is why I do this, and we will start. So if you haven't been here before, a quick tutorial. This is, like I said, this is the sacred pipe. Hollywood has, started calling it the peace pipe, and there's some truth to that, but this is the sacred pipe. The stem is the divine masculine. The bowl is the divine feminine. So when we put it together, it is all of creation. It's the perfect balance of masculine and feminine. And when we put the pipe together, it opens a straight shot channel right to Creator, right to Great Spirit. So everything you think, every prayer, every intention that you send out, when I put the pipe together, goes straight to the divine. And so what it's going to look like, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my drum and call in the spirits to set space, to set us in a sacred space, so they can hold the space, they hold the frequency for us so that we can focus on our inner work. And then I'm going to light some sage and smudge everything on my little altar right here. And then I will do a prayer, I will join the pipe together, and then I will put 4 pinches of tobacco into the bowl. And you will hear the prayers that I say when I do that. And then I have a song that White Buffalo Calf Woman gave to me to sing whenever I lead a pipe ceremony. And it's basically the power song of my pipe, the spirit of my pipe. And so I will sing that, and then I will light the pipe, and then I will blow a breath blessing, a smoke blessing into each of the 4 directions, to Father Sky, to Mother Earth, and then in a circle to all my relations, and then I will send one straight to Creator. And then I will hold the pipe to me, the stem to my forehead, and the bowl to my heart, and I will say some quiet prayers, silent prayers at that point. And then I will relight the pipe if I need to, and then the first thing that I will do is I will blow a puff, a smoke blessing, a breath blessing straight at my camera. And through the magic of the quantum universe, and, oh cool, somebody's vacuuming, yay. What was I saying? Oh, through the magic of the internet and the illusion of time, space, that blessing will go straight from my heart to your heart. And then I will continue to do some prayers, some silent prayers, and send up different breath blessings. The idea being that the tobacco smoke carries our prayers straight up to Creator. So if you want to, like when you see me puffing out, go ahead and attach any of your prayers or intentions to that puff of smoke so that it goes straight to Creator. I welcome you to do whatever it is that connects you to Spirit, whatever aligns you, whether it's meditating, just sitting in silence, chanting or singing or dancing or yoga, whatever it is, this is the space to do that. And like I think I mentioned last week, I was talking about harmony and how it's our different approaches to Spirit that creates harmony. Because I had a friend that said this once, and it just stuck with me. It became one of my favorite sayings, that if we're all singing the same note, we can't sing harmony. So this is a time of harmony. This is a time I welcome you to do whatever it is that connects you to Spirit, that aligns you with your heart, with your inner self, and together we create harmony. We harmonize our energy. So I think that is it, and so I am going to be the little drummer boy, the rum pum pum pum. I actually was a little drummer boy in 4th grade. I sang a solo in front of a whole auditorium of parents, and I still remember that. with my first starring role. So I'm going to drum in the directions and call in the spirits to hold sacred space for us. And hopefully my drumstick will not pop off. Spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Bless us with your love and your light. Oh. Alright. Yay, thank you for not popping off. Alright. So, we will begin our ceremony. And I'm actually going to straighten my legs. Had kind of an adventure where my insurance ran out without me knowing it, and so I wasn't able to get a prescription. And I have a history of blood clots. I've had a few of them now, and most of them it's not like they will happen spontaneously. I think it's called factor 5, where it's situational. If I sit too long in one place or something like that, like on an airplane or whatever, then they can happen. And so I was taking a medication to help prevent that. And then my insurance ran out without me knowing, and I couldn't get it until the beginning of the year. So I've been having to do other things. And so I'm trying to remember not to sit cross-legged as much. So anyway, that was probably a bunch of stuff you didn't really need to know, but there you go. So kind of like healing on all levels, on the chemical level and on the physical level and on the spiritual level, all connected. So, all right, smudging. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May the beauty of the fire lift your spirits higher. May the beauty of the earth fill your heart with mirth. May the beauty of the rain wash away your pain. May the beauty of the sky make your mind to fly. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. May you walk in beauty in a sacred way. May you walk in beauty each and every day. Ow. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, I send a voice. I ask permission to smoke in this place at this time. All my guides and guardians watch over me as I smoke. Creator, Earth Mother, to Wabin, Shanadisi, Magikiwis, and Waboos, there is always room for you in my pipe. Creator, Earth Mother, for the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, the crawlers and the swimmers, all my relations come smoke with me. Grandmother Moon, Grandmother Ocean, to the energy of birth, growth, maturity, the spirit realm and our ancestors, may all the passages of our lives be in harmony and grace. Creator, Earth Mother, to eagle, coyote, bear, white buffalo Catwoman, bringer of the pipe and a law of good relations to the people. I don't know if you can hear the other people in the hallway having fun. Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane. Yo. Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane. Yo. Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane Bayama, Okane. Yo. Grandmother, grandfather, eagle, I send a voice. I thank you for our lives. I thank you for the circle of people connecting over the distance, being able to touch each other energetically and to raise our voices, to raise our hearts, to raise our energy to you for our own benefit and for the benefit of everyone in our communities, every living being on the planet. Thank you for the connection. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the courage it took us to get through this past year. Thank you for the light that is now dawning. Thank you. Ihi-la-ihi-o, 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 ihi-la-ihi-o. thank you guys for joining me for the sacred ceremony. Okay, I need to cross my legs again because I just have to. That is really one of the most powerful things I have ever. This is the ceremony, the pipe itself is one of the most sacred spaces that I know of, and it is my honor to be able to share that with you, and I thank you for joining me in this. And I hope you could feel the, I don't know about you, but the morning of solstice, I felt this huge shift of energy, and I actually woke up looking forward to the day rather than going through my to-do list of, okay, what do I have to do today, blah, blah, blah. I actually woke up, it was just like this, so there are things shifting and moving and changing, and I think we are beginning our ascent out of the dark night of the soul that we have been in globally. Kind of like Persephone arising from the underworld every spring. So thank you again for joining me. Thank you for being here for this. It really warms my heart to know that people are getting things out of this that are, I'm just trying to be me and share who I am and what I do, and to know that I've had a number of people come to me and tell me how much it affects them, and that just warms my heart. So thank you for supporting me. Know that through this time, this crazy time that we're in, I am here to support you. That there are many things that I can do to help support you, and check out my website at perchingwolfstudios.net. You can see all the different shamanic services I offer, from healings to readings, whatever you need. And a blatant self-promotion kind of thing. If you're interested in shamanism, I just wanted to let you know that I am teaching on January 12th an introduction to shamanic journey. So if you're interested in shamanism, if you don't know what it is, if you've heard about it, you want to experience it for yourself, join me for that class that Tuesday night at 6, and I go through the entire, the history of shamanism, what it is, where it came from, how it's pertinent today, what a shaman is, who the spirit guides are, and then I actually will teach you how to do a shamanic journey. And that in itself, once you know how to journey, once you will journey and meet your power animal. And once you have that power animal, once you know how to journey, everything else is frosting. Like someone said, once you know how to journey, everything else you learn about shamanism is just, any other workshops and things you take, is just learning what questions to ask. And it just so happens that a couple of weeks after that intro class, I'm going to be starting a year-long course on shamanism. We meet once a month, every third Thursday for a few hours, and kind of we follow the entire wheel of the year on a shamanic path. So think about that. Check out my website. I've got more information on there. If you have questions, feel free to message me on Messenger or to email me. And, you know, the world needs more shamans right now. We're in a crisis point. That's probably not the right word to say. It is kind of. It's like we were just going through our dark night of the soul, right? And it's like the world is shifting. And in order to help the population of the world shift, we need to have more shamans, more leaders who are in touch with spirit, who are aligned, and can help guide those who don't know what's happening. So, and like I saw a meme that said, if society doesn't create shamans, the earth will. And so if you feel that call, it would be my honor and privilege to be able to instruct you in that way. And I also do personal mentoring. If you're interested in shamanism but don't want to take a class, I also do I do take on a limited number of mentors. So check that out, see what that feels like to you. If you just want a card reading or something, check me out. I'm here to support you. That's my job, full time now. So anyway, thus endeth the self-promotion advertisement part. And so I am going to, now that we have called in the spirits to hold space for us, once we're done, we need to thank them and release them back to where they came from. Not that they actually came from any place, because they're always here, but it's kind of to release that focus and go from what we call in shamanism non-ordinary reality to ordinary reality. So spirits of the earth, spirits of the air, spirits of the fire, spirits of the water, spirits of the upper world, spirits of the lower world, compassionate spirits of the middle world, the Fae, spirits of the land, the ancestors of the land. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for holding us in your love and your light. Our work for now is done, but you are always welcome in our circles. Thank you for welcoming us into yours. Wow. All right, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the awakening, part of raising the vibration of this world, of our species and all living things. We do that by raising our own vibrations. And so I thank you for taking the time and the effort, the energy to tune in to watch this. And I will post this on my Facebook page as well as on my YouTube channel. So if you need another little boost before next week, feel free to rewatch this. Feel free to share the video. And I think that is it. I really appreciate you. I can't emphasize enough how much I appreciate your being here with me and spending this time, taking this time out of your life to spend with me. So thank you so much. So I hope you all, whatever, happy, merry, everything, whatever you celebrate at this time of the year, whatever return of the light is meaningful to you, I wish you the best and the biggest possible blessings. And until next time, I love you, I see you, and I honor you. So take care of yourselves, love yourselves, believe in yourself. And I will see you again soon. All right, go shining. Bye.